This is the pilot speaking. You know, it's probably fine. It's probably fine. Don't worry about it. This is the pilot speaking. If anyone can remember where we were meant to be headed, please let me know. This is the pilot speaking. If you look out of your windows now, there is a non-zero chance you will see clouds. This is the pilot speaking. If you think you can fly the plane better than me, then you should have brought your own. This is the pilot speaking. We will not be landing the aircraft until you have solved all three of the fiendishly clever riddles I have hidden throughout the aircraft. Stop, addicted to the shindig. Chop top, he says, I'm going to win big. Choose not a life of imitation. Distant cousin, to the reservation. This is the pilot speaking. We are 1 minute out from our destination. We will soon be beginning our descent. This is the pilot speaking. If you start playing Roundabout by Yes at 23:59:16 on New Year's Eve, the introduction will end at exactly midnight. This is the pilot speaking. The plane is not going fast enough. This is the pilot speaking. You know, it's probably fine. It's probably fine. Don't worry about it. This is the pilot speaking. If anyone can remember where we were meant to be headed, please let me know. This is the pilot speaking. If you look out of your windows now, there is a non-zero chance you will see clouds. This is the pilot speaking. If you think you can fly the plane better than me, then you should have brought your own. This is the pilot speaking. We will not be landing the aircraft until you have solved all three of the fiendishly clever riddles I have hidden throughout the aircraft. Stop, addicted to the shindig. Chop top, he says, I'm going to win big. Choose not a life of imitation. Distant cousin, to the reservation. This is the pilot speaking. We are 1 minute out from our destination. We will soon be beginning our descent. This is the pilot speaking. If you start playing Roundabout by Yes at 23:59:16 on New Year's Eve, the introduction will end at exactly midnight. This is the pilot speaking. The plane is not going fast enough. this is the pilot speaking. You know, it's probably fine. It's probably fine. Don't worry about it. Ah, you ready, Great L, to commit some Metroid crimes? Because I do believe I am. Yes, sir, we're back and playing Metroid Prime, a game that got made 20 years ago. Gracious, I've been looking forward to this one because this game's very good. I sincerely think I've never noticed that before, that it goes letterbox when you go into the morph ball. Have I never noticed that? I don't know. How odd. To be honest, it's already kind of letterbox, or else the game kind of doesn't work on stream. You know what? Actually, let's change that a bit. Where are you, Dolphin? There we go. If we just embiggen you in that direction. There we go. And now we can swizzle you roughly. Yeah, there. That looks good to me. Will do fine. Yeah. Yes. But anyway, shall we actually get on with this so-called video game? I think we should. Huh. Little idle animation there, that's nice. Anyway, where were we last time? We acquired the spider ball, we got the wave beam, we got super missiles and funny visor, all sorts of nonsense. And now we will find more nonsense. I hope this stream to get the gravity suit. That's my ultimate goal. Whether or not we will be successful, only time will tell. But I will, as with all things, triumph. Alright. Gonna get some rocket guys in here, I remember that much. Oh, and I've fallen off the thing. Cool, good job, good job. Do let me know how the audio levels are, because I feel like I've not exactly been nailing that aspect of these streams of late. In fact, I could just have a peek myself, couldn't I? Quite. Fucking hell, you know what I've just realised? It was goddamn muted. Yeah, the audio was pretty bad all in all. You couldn't bloody hear it. Hey, goodness gracious me. What am I like? What am I like? I don't know. I don't know. The issue is resolved now. I've triumphed. As ever I do. What do we do now? As we look around these rooms, don't we? Looks to be some rolling we can do over here. Let's do that. Super bomb material. No, it's just closed. Cool. For you. East channel door sealed. Oh, that's not helpful. Can we open them? For you. This machine is functional, but it is currently not receiving power. Well, I don't see how that's my problem. Anyway. Oh yes, we got the double jump as well, didn't we, last stream? It was called caverns, but I'm sorry, this is clearly a skybox I'm looking at. I don't know. What a joke of a game. Gah. Where do we actually have to go? Ah, that door will lend us answers. Look back. I don't think I can access anything else just yet, so through we go. Ah, hello. What are you? You creature! Zuma! We're gonna shoot him. He's dead. Oh, this is power bomb material, isn't it? They will Bendesium debris blocking path. Alright, so. Can't go through that way, clearly. This is just a pointless little cubby I found, that's fun. Someone thought to put a little light in it. I don't know who the retro employee was who felt that was a necessary detail, but they were right, the entire game hinges on that one light. Alright, this door over here will prove our salvation, I've precious little doubt. Oh, hello. How do I murder you? New creatures log. Puddle spore, sentient floating lava mollusk, protected by an impenetrable shell. So this guy's sentient. So he's just like a dick then. He's just like murderous, right? Alright, so I guess now I just kind of jump on top of him or in the lava, either one's fine. And break these crates, there we go. Wave beam, bam, there we go. I'm starting noticing quite a lot of ice beam doors cropping up. I think they're going to be relevant before too long, and if I'm not mistaken, this room has an item in it of some description, a Chozo artifact, or like a beam upgrade or something. Come on, you little snake man. I'm dead, thank you. Decapitate a sucker, I don't even care. What kind of missiles do you want? Let's try with the fancy beam. And that's going to collapse. Yes, sir. And through we go. Have I reconnected to? Ah, I have. Aha. Absolutely bloody marvelous, darling. Where can we go now, I wonder? So as I'm seeing it, there's a door over here. That door there. We can explore over there. I think that will be compelling. Beneficial to our cause, ultimately. What the dickens is this? Oh, that's a fun detail. The entire area is blown out on the thermal visor. I like that. This is a good game. Oh wow, I can just do that with a regular missile, can I? That's good. Little jump. You know something slightly unsettling? The room I have my computer in is right next to the room with the heater in it, the boiler in it. And they have basically the exact same frequency, so whenever the boiler starts doing anything, it sounds like my computer is dying. It's unsettling. I, of course, am playing this on an authentic GameCube, so you know, disregard all this computer talk. This is a GameCube. I'm playing this on GameCube. You have no proof that I am not doing that. Come on. Come on. Oh, I guess I'll just go underneath. Yeah, okay, that's simple enough in retrospect. Oh yeah, boost ball, that's another thing we got last stream. We got so much last stream, didn't we? God damn, I'm so good at this game called Metroid Prime. And look at this. Just subvert this entire area. Just scoot along up the top. Ain't even a big deal. Oh, no. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. Alright. Take two. There we go. Absolutely simple. Can I get through this by just jumping on the platforms? Because that feels like there's going to be less dicking about if I do that. No, I'm not going to risk it. I am going to suck up a bit of health though. There we go. Oh no, well, this has gone poorly on multiple obvious reasons. Okay, there we go. But other than that, it went perfectly. I didn't ascertain what was to do that for, but I truthfully do not remember in the slightest. I think it just brings me out that end. I'm going to go over and now. Gonna need the super missile or power bomb for this area. We're about to find out. Power bomb, very good. It's gonna be one of the next items up, I'm sure. There we go, have it, you arsehole. Regional climate analysis, abnormally low Temperatures at Ruin site. The name of tits even is that? Well, I mean, it's in the Chozo ruins, obviously. And, you know, I've kind of criticised how fervent this game is in its incessant tips. I'm quite grateful for that one, I'll be real. Is fervent the word I was looking for there? I don't remember. But I still want to check out what's through that door, and that's what we're going to do. Hey, my shit. Eat all of my shit. Alright. And let's progress. Pick up a U, and a jump, and a jump, and a bit more of a jump. Quite dead. Alright, where's the start of this labyrinth? I must navigate. How do we get through here? Answer me, game. Ah, here we are. This'll be it. I can just get in there. There we go. Oh, oh no, they're actively pursuing me. That's unsettling. Alright, now that should have done it. There we go. Oh, your skills, what can I say? Unparalleled in terms of excellence. Got to admit, expected something a little more spectacular than a missile expansion, but hey. 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 And through, there we go. Alright, now, get the Cheeto dust on me. Am I close to, I'm not too far away from Chozo ruins thingy. Ah, now watch this. Bam! Puzzle subverted. Magnificent. Oh, now this one here, we shoot it with a super missile. And nothing happens, exactly as I intended. Because this is the wrong room. Excellent. Where is the room? Fires, geothermal core. Like Cavern of Warriors or something like that. It's probably through there, isn't it? Yes, probably through there. Ah, marvelous. Alright, so we're... no. Yes, this is getting Chozo Ruinate. We like that. This represents progress. Oh, hang on, I've screwed this platforming section up. Now I need to jump onto that one, and then that one. Simple. Not complicated. Very simple indeed. I'm very clever and smart, and I have a big brain. Oh, right there. And up we go. Well, presumably, off screen, this elevator must go to the side a bit. Because even studying these elevators, the geography of Talon 4 does not make any sense. Ah, what's this? It's a thing that we can ascend as this. Aha. Then again. No, it's these things I need to shoot, isn't it? Take that, bees! Oh, they're wasps, but still. Cordite, what's cordite when it's at home? Is it missile stuff? Is it super missile stuff? Yes it is, baby! Runic symbol activated. Now I need to find a bunch more. I'll just scan this thing. There, done. And scan you. That's 2 runic symbols. Oh, I need 2 more. Hang on, I want to do physics. Hang on. That's fun. I had fun. Hope you did too. I feel like I'm hunting for like a pixel. Well, there's a Chozo script there. Managed to find that. for all the things we're actually looking for. Aha! 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 Excellent. So you could outsmart me, Metroid Limes. If not, my brain is too big. There's one. Ah. Oh, I'm so good at video games. Well, these guys pass. And hey, there we go. Like I say, so good at all video games. Oh, we're starting for Chozo Ghost. Don't have the X-ray visor yet, so that's going to be problematic. This is a familiar room, watch it get spooky. Ghouls, baby, ghouls. And new creatures. Aberration, Chozo Ghost, spectral entity, bioelectrical field invulnerable to natural energies. As these entities fade in and out of existence, the only way to track them accurately is with X-ray scanning. This partially phased nature makes them invulnerable to natural energy types such as fire, ice, and electricity. Their behavior is most likely due to the corrupting. But basically, I can only get them with the regular beam. Yeah, look at that, nothing. What about rockets? Can I just bomb them? Will that work against ghosts? No, missiles do nothing. The missiles, they do nothing. I mean, they don't get hurt by missiles. If they get hurt by super missiles. Inconclusive. Oh well. Oh, I'm yellow. Ah, screw you, you ghost bastard. You've died. Twice. That ghost is dead. Just this one left. Wherever the dickens he is. Ah, there we go. Alright, is that all of them gone? Was there one more? No, that's it. And shows an artifact spontaneously appears for some reason. So that's basically a good thing. Is that the second one of these we've got? Yeah, I've only got 2 so far, but that's fine. A bunch of them I haven't scanned, apparently. Rectify that at some point. Alright. I do kind of want to explore that bit, actually. I know the thing I'm looking for is like over there, but I want to check out. First of all, I want to go through there because I think there's some stuff there that's going to be handy for us. Go back through this way. Don't have to fight any ghosts again, do I? No, that's good. There we are. But yeah, so currently I want to go through there, so let's drop down. Thank God there's no fall damage in this game. Ooh, this room had spider ball stuff in it, didn't it? Yes, it did, baby. Right, this area. Where do I want to go through? Oh, you know what? I just went the wrong way in that room. Ah, that's cool. Oh, whatever. There's a wall we can shoot in here. Let's do that. There we go. Right, this wall here. I think this is the right wall. No, it's not. Good. This, however, is a half pipe, so we can do some fancy shit here. There we go. Ah, there's still a buzzing. Still hear it. Still there. Still driving me crazy. Oh wait, no, didn't this place require the fucking grapple beam, didn't it? Okay. Alright. Suppose we'll go through here now. We'll find us a little old ice beam, which is probably my least favourite weapon in the game. I don't know, something about it never quite clicked with me. My favourite is the plasma beam, because, you know, it's long and angry, and that's great. Which door do I have to go through? Is it that one? It is that one. Alright. Oh, that's fun, and not more than a little creepy. I don't know, mushrooms are just a bit creepy, aren't they? Certainly I find them weird. I don't know. Oh, quintuple kill or something. Sandstone, is that something? Oh, sweet. Where is we going now? I guess we'll try in this direction, won't we? Oh, a thing. And up the thing, through the thing. Down the thing. Why is this room making like creepy screaming noises? Stop it, room. Not okay. Feeling some pretty precise timing is required here. Ha 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 ha! Victory's mine, as ever 'tis. Ooh, lore. Tell me interesting things, game. You chose a law. The cries of this dying land pulled us from our dreaming state, and now we chose our walk as ghosts while the great poison sinks into the trees and waters, devouring all life. That's a hell of a sentence. Some creatures survive, but their forms grow as twisted and evil as the force that fell from the sky. The heart of the planet will soon succumb. The part of the planet will succumb soon, and so will we, even in our ghostly state. Already many Chozo have faded and passed into the unknown. The great poison is unlike anything we have glimpsed in this or any dimension. Oh, that can be read into. This or any dimension. Alright. Foreshadowing Dark Aether, maybe? I don't know. Maybe that's reaching. It eats relentlessly, worming out life wherever it blooms and corrupting what it cannot kill. It will be our undoing. Our last hope lies in the cradle, a temple we hope might contain this abomination. It is almost complete, hovering over the impact site, the dark heart of the spreading evil. If we can finish it before the last of our kind drifts into okay, going on a bit, that's fine. Wow, this is something. No idea what, but I like it. Let's walk through this hole. Ah, I remember this room. There's like a frog that tries to do you in. Oh, look at that height! Oh, beautiful. Retro came to Nintendo, said, "We're making a new Metroid. It has half pipes." And Nintendo went, "What?" It gave Shigeru Miyamoto no choice. More lore. It is 3 bits of lore. Do I really want to read them all? Let's see. Prophecies. Come the worm, born parasite, worm growth. Divine from within, tell the world begins to roar. The world sees the world. Stars came, light and talent was great. Poison, we can watch the worm growth and watch it wait. Defender. Deliver upon evil. Father spoken. We do what we can for she bears our legacy and she bears the ancient armor and the weapons of our people. Okay, so basically they foresaw that Samus would come, which is why they seeded the world with a bunch of weapons. Don't know why they couldn't have just left them in the landing site, but whatever. Hatchling walks among us, dreams, memories return, time and rest in the waters, and we chosen know, we don't believe. If he is as ghost-like as the chosen, but as long as we sky. We see her wounded eyes. We remember the child we found that long ago. What does she become, this newborn, clad in treasure armor, wielding weapons? Our hands once held. Does she dream of treasure as we were? Does she know for her parents? Lost to the same creatures that even now fail our secret. Okay, that's fucking lore right there. Does she still live? Yes. Oh, so that's actually like. When was Samus's backstory actually properly established? I don't know that, because I know they made that manga that explained it. Never got official English translation, but it has been translated unofficially. And I think that came out at the same time as Zero Mission, but I guess it must have been established in lore earlier. A second plague has come upon the land. Oh, fucking hell, really? That was in the last for it. Drawn by the very force we chose, I hope to contain a host of marauding creatures descend from space and invade our temple, the Cradle, and try in vain to destroy, but its power remains beyond them. For now, they possess some of the 12 artifacts we call the Cipher, yet do not comprehend their function. Ignorant creatures, they are blinded by delusions of doing stuff and things and all of this bollocks. Good. What are you? Would I? Oh, that sounds like I have to bomb you. A thing. Exciting. Through you. Just a tunnel. Oh god, I was hoping not to aggro them. God damn it, alright. Fighting ghosts. There we go. Was he the only one? He was. There's a law. Let's mumble our way through this one. There's a law. More and more, our tormented minds turn to the newborn. God, they are fucking obsessed with Samus. Like my Twitter at 2 AM. As the world continues to shift into brutal, disconnected images, she remains inarguably real, a fearless figure delving deeper into this blighted world, unmindful of the terrors that await her. Was she this way before? When we chose her, found her, a fledgling orphaned on a savage planet, did a warrior's pulse already beat in her veins, filling her with righteous fury? We leave these messages for her, that she may find our artifacts and deliver the world from its evils. Wraiths we may be, but our reach is long indeed. We shall fight the invaders and the poison until they would master the poison they would master until the end. Oh, that's good. Good, isn't it? Yes. Oh, there's a map station though. Sweet. Oh, it's a missile. Okay, well. Similar. Oh, I didn't mean to back into it again. Whoops. For you. Safety shield, eh? Well, what are you? Your things? Help if I did the thing that the game is instructing me to do. There we go. Oh. Hey, nice. Ah. Right, I have a grand total of one of those weapons so far, so... Huh. Suppose we will pop a little bomb in Mignard and... Now we'll drop down into the thing. A new parlour's been opened. Yeah, I figured. Hello. Ooh. Gracious. What are you anyway? Radiation collector designed to absorb and store solar energy. They appear largely decorative. Well, useless solar panels. Some kind of puzzle, I think it might be. Guess I have to drain this room somehow. Ah. Surprisingly simple. Oh, the fish went down the drain. That's cool touch. Oh, he's fucking dead. Go through here. What we got? What's going on? Save room. Lovely. Love it. Ice beam. Think of all the doors I can open now. How exciting. I'm excited. Oh, that is such a cool touch. Whole countries are over. And let's just pop in here once more. Save. Where are you taking us? How long of the world east? Oh. Yes, don't mind if I do. Still not explored either of those rooms. That's annoying me. I will probably be coming back here because I think there's a Chozo artifact I've not picked up yet. Think. The first time playing both games? No. I've played both games many times. You wouldn't know it to look at my gameplay, but no, I'm a diehard Metroid fan. Metroid Prime is my favourite game of all time. And hello to you, Team R and B. How do you do? Where does this kick us out? Okay, I don't truthfully know. Ooh, a thing. Surrounded by bad things, but that's fine. We'll kill the bad things or not. We'll wander right into them, that works too. Well, I'm doing quite well, thank you. Doing quite well. Dude, piss off, you evil weeds. Not into you. Right, here's the down ship. The freighter Orpheon, if I'm not mistaken. There what, there what? Piss off, you pirate. Fuck, alright. Saying I don't like the ice beam very much, but its charge shot is extremely useful for just noping enemies out of existence. Who are you? Morphology space pirates. Creature is critically injured. Cranial trauma indicates likelihood of brain damage. Let's murder him. What are these people dying of? Morphology space pirate. Irregular life sense detective, massive internal injuries. Good, let's murder him. Murder the shit out of him. What's wrong with you? Okay, you're whatever, you're just dead. You're dead. You hear me? Right, so I need the grapple beam. Get over there. What's your deal? Why are you doing a little dance over there? Only one particular... Oh, just one particular thing? I think it's the sense of logic... Follow me on this one. It's the sense of logic it brings to a very video gamey structure. Like, it's a very standard Nintendo thing. You've got, what? Jungle World, Desert World, Ice World, Fire World, Dark World, Boss's Castle, right? That's a fairly standard structure in every Mario and Zelda, and you don't really think about it. It's just how video games work. But Metroid Prime takes the time to kind of develop that. Develop those ideas, you know, why is this region in this world like this? And it does that primarily through the scan visor, which I think is great. Like, the one example I always think of is there's like a floating platform. It's got like a big rocket attached to it. Which is a very video game thing. It goes back and forth, right? And the game explains it where, like, oh, you know, space pirates attached a, you know, chemical propulsion device to it to transport large goods. And it's like, oh yeah, that actually makes perfect sense. Really logical way of integrating a very kind of video gamey thing. What's his problem? Just a thing. Fine. Ooh, I'm slow as fuck. Oh yes. But remember, do you need the gravity suit for this area? I don't think you do. Oy vey. Hey, what is this? Another thing I love. Another thing I love is that this door won't open. The power's out, isn't it? Door has no power. Excellent. Right, let's shoot this thing. That's made me feel better. Another thing I love is how physics-based the Morph Ball is. You go into Morph Ball mode and it suddenly becomes a Tony Hawk game. I don't know whose idea that was at Retro, but they were on the money. They earned their paycheck that week, I'll tell you. Can I do something with... I can! Excellent! Oh, crabs! Always knew I'd be faced with a horde of crabs. Always knew it. Whether or not I am meant to be here now, I am here now because I'm not sure I can jump. Oh no, actually no, I can get back up, can't I? Let's scan you. What are you? New creature has been added to your logbook. Yeah, that's something I've always thought about this game. The story itself is an unlockable. Like, if you didn't bother scanning anything, you wouldn't understand, like, why you had to get all the Chozo artifacts, right? But it's through scanning the world and the lore and the data entries and whatnot that you learn, oh, okay, like, you know, this terrible thing happened to this world, this kind of spiritual society, and they foresaw you'd come and all this. It's you know, a lot of video games do like prophecy, destiny stuff, and it's generally a little eye-rolling, but this game, it kind of works. What is it? He's a man, and his brain is located in the upper half of his body, and all that's pretty standard. Well, the heart and digestive linked, and right, how do I murder it? Oh, 50% of all logbook scans downloaded. How about that? Yeah. Actually, you know what? Something occurs to me, and this is a take I stand by. Dark Souls owes itself to Metroid Prime. Because that's also a game all about exploration and environmental storytelling and all that. And I love Dark Souls, but I really do feel like it owes a debt to Metroid Prime. I don't know for a fact if it was an influence on Dark Souls' development. If it was, I doubt it was a very big one, but its influence, nonetheless, can really be felt in Dark Souls. Because people wax lyrical about like what Dark Souls is, you know. Frankly, they get a bit pretentious with it. But at the end of the day, Dark Souls is a Metroidvania. You know? Oh, well, that was a really clear reflection right there. That again. Whee! There she is. Good for her. The great irony of the two Metroid, of Super Metroid and Metroid Prime, both are undeniable masterpieces, two of the greatest games of all time. This is my preferred one, with that said. But weirdly enough, I'm more familiar with Super Metroid. I feel like Super Metroid is probably the more immediately approachable one. But this is more like the advanced course of Metroid. No, I really do need the gravity suit to get over there, I think. Do I? Ah, a thing. And there's another thing down there. Things every which way. How exciting. Yes, there we go. Terrific, I say. Bloody marvellous, that is. Oh, yes. And the thing that quite an interesting take actually, because the thing I've actually thought about Metroid 1, all the love in the world for what it started, but it's not aged terrifically well. It was very ahead of its time, which is a fancy way of saying it was kind of halfway to where it needed to be. And Super Metroid is like feels like it was what it was always meant to be, you know? Although it did have, no, it did use passwords indeed, but in the Japanese Famicom version, the cartridge had a battery in it, and you could save. Yeah, but I would say if someone that was just getting into Metroid for the first time, and, you know, you want to play the original, I'd say play Zero Mission. Let's call a spade, it's better. Again, all the love in the world for what the original game started, but... I thought that would be. And when it comes to Metroid 2, Jesus Christ, play the remake. Except, like, stop playing right after you kill the Metroid Queen. Because they shoehorned Ridley into Samus Returns, and that pisses me off every time I think about it. Right. Energy tank lies within the crashed lift. Conclusive blast. Ooh, this is a shaft if ever I saw it. Progress hindered by liquid environment. Well, you could have told me that before I started slogging through the goddamn pirate ship, couldn't you? Oy vey. Well, I've got the ice beam now, so I can go to Fendrana and get the gravity suit. Let's go and become purple. What if Samus was purple? We still don't have the grapple beam. It must be a fairly late game item. None of that, you fish. Asshole. Come on, try it again, Come on, come on, come on. Let's do it. Hey! Quite dead. Let's not get up. Ah, I can get on it. I had to rub myself against it a bit. And speedball, let's go. Whee! Oh, I love it. Jump up here, and where is the thing? There it is. Ah, there we go. Right, this was an entirely pointless excursion. I'm glad we did it together. I know people get frustrated in this game because it tends to lead to one player like the play this game. Oh yeah, that's it, right? It's like, I'm gonna remember that room, you know? I'm gonna remember the room where the game told me, hey, you can't do this yet. I mean, that's always been part of Metroid's kind of design, level design, right? Like the room in Super Metroid, the entry to Crater Lair, big giant, like, Kraid face on the wall, right? That is very purposely designed so you remember, hey, go here, remember this room. Same for Ridley's Lair. Dread even did that. They had another elaborate entrance to Crater Lair. Gravity Chamber. Actually, that's something I like that they added in Dread. They added map markers. You could put on the map. It was a good idea. It might have been in Samus Returns as well, actually, I don't remember. Yeah, I love Dread. It absolutely ticked every box for me. As a as a Metroid fan that suffered through the 2010s, Dread was absolutely everything I could have hoped for, sincerely. Right, what's the quickest way to get to Phendrana from here? Treasure Ruins... Is it through the Magmore Caverns? I think it might be. Treasure Ruins East... Yeah, I think it's through the Magmore Caverns. Let's go that way. Excuse me, insects. I need to walk through this door. Did I just take the wrong lift? I think I did. Oh. Well, fuck. Alright. Actually, you know what? While I'm here, I did want to explore over there, so actually, you know what? Maybe this isn't the worst thing in the world. Oh, gotta fight some ghosts. These ghosts, man, they don't respect your personal space. No, that's one dead, where's the other? Come on. Come on. Where are you? Are you? Oh. Why are you kicking my ass? What's this all about? There we go. Alright. Have I been through this cubby hole? I don't remember. I don't think I have. Ah, there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. The highest percentage I've ever gotten on this game. I'm a die-hard Metroid fan, but fun fact, I've never 100%ed any of them, and I think the highest I ever got on this one was like low to mid 90s. I doubt I'm gonna better it on this run because I'm not as laser focused on the collectibles this run, but we'll see how high we can get it. Ooh, a little hole there. Let's go through it. This is what I mean, right? Suddenly, the Morph Ball becomes a Tony Hawk game. That's great. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, another missile expansion. Cool. I don't quite know what I missed out on. It must have been like 1 or 2 missile expansions. And probably some of the weapon upgrades as well. I know where to get the flamethrower. I know it's in the Magmore Caverns. And I think I got the ice one as well. Maybe it was the wave beam one I was missing out on. I don't remember. And I've never quite been sure if like the Chozo lore and the Pyro data and all that count towards completion percentage. I don't think they do, but I could be wrong. What the dickens is through here? A room. Good. What is this room called? Tower of... Oh, there's a Chozo artifact in here, isn't there? Ah, yes, I thought. See, I'm a big brain Metroid fan. I know all the facts and the percentages and the things. I do, of course, know what the 100% bonus for finishing this game is. You get Dark Samus poking a hand out. I've watched it on YouTube plenty of times, but never actually seen it in game. And last one. Bang, there we go. Oh, speaking of wave beam upgrade, there was one. I think. Unless I suddenly became delusional and started seeing wave beam upgrades in my sleep. Oh yeah, I'm up for discussing. That's fine. I'm thoroughly unspoilerable on this game. Well, this attempt at murder has gone poorly. What's it doing here? Oh yeah, there's a little platform up there. Oh, that's the wrong button. What's in that little room there? I want to know what's in that room. Underwater, so it's probably going to be bad news for me. Oh yeah. Yep, this is a gravity suit room. Never bloody mind. Oh, I see those little bastard spawners. Oh, don't laugh at me. What's that for, eh? None of that now. Get up to that platform. Maybe it's a bit high. There are more things I can super missile. I hope so. Yes! Haha. This collapses, there we go. There we go. Simple as that. And up. The missile expenditure of this room is astonishing. Oh, bloody goddamn asshole, you made me miss my rocket. Do we even have enough now? I don't know. Maybe, possibly, like just. But you can? Well, I look like a prime arsehole. No, but I did not know that. So I've started like a caveman, so I shall finish like a caveman. There we go. There we go. Oh, sure. Like, I know there's a way... Like, the thing with the phase-on suit is that you basically don't need it at all, save for one Chozo artifact. And I have seen playthroughs where people manage to do it so fast that they don't even need the phase-on suit, and so they can just skip the Omega Pirate. Damn impressive. I do love sequence breaks in Metroid games. Or they even put some deliberate... This is a great bit of game design. They put some deliberate sequence breaks in Metroid Dread. They accounted for people getting to where they technically weren't meant to be, which is wonderful. Oh, ghosts. What have I told you? Ghosts, not now. You don't even die to that weapon, that's annoying. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do you see phasing suit to defeat phase 2, do you? Oh yeah, that makes sense, because that's all about standing in puddles of phase on, isn't it? I can just kind of leave now. No, the doors are locked. There we go, that's how you murder ghosts. Bill Murray thinks he's all that. Actually, now I've got this thing, I might as well see what it does. I guess I don't have the missiles to do it with this thing. There we go. Right. Where the dickens was I going? Weird. Kind of an emulation bug there. Music's at full speed. Slows down. That's at full speed again, that's weird. I mean, oh, I found a problem with my legitimate GameCube copy of this game. That I'm playing on authentic hardware. Yep. Like I've got to go the long way to get... Wait, am I going to... No, I'm going to Findrana Drifts. Oh no, but I need to use... I need to go through the Magmore Caverns to get there. That's maybe one flaw I would levy against this game, is that there's not really much to the Magmore Caverns, it's just kind of a transit area. I mean, there's a few, like... I mean, there's a ton of lore and like some... plenty of items, but like no major items, you know? At least not that I can recall off the top of my head. Ooh, there's a buzzing in this room. That's exciting. Oh, and this weird Easter egg that I have no idea why it's there, but I'm happy it is. Oh, look at that. Hey. Now, can we get through there now? I think I can. No, I think I need Super Bomb, don't I? Rats, foiled. Hang on, no it isn't. Aha! Haha! Metroid Prime, thought you could outsmart me. My spread is really good against Metroid Prime Phase 1, is it? Alright. Didn't know that. Actually, have I ever found that weapon? Come to think about it, I think I have. Then again, I might be lying. I don't remember things so good. I've heard that, yeah. Yeah, the it's got the exact rhythm of the double bomb jumps. And in Super Metroid, it's like infinite bomb jumps. Not that I've ever really pulled that off, but... I'm gonna do to this Firefly what Fox did to it in 2001. Ah, we're right there, good. I'm sure there was a more efficient route I could have taken, but I didn't. And as they say in German, ich bin, go to the magma caverns. Oh, another great detail of Metroid Prime. Visor fogs up. That's great. I love Halo as well, but Halo never did anything like this, and it always felt like it could have done. Anyway. Oh yeah, reflections and steam and like rain on the visor, and like which increases and decreases depending on like which direction you look. Like I keep saying, details in this game, they are good, very good, I say. Oh, this has gone balls up. Oh no, still gone balls up. There we go. All right. I think what we're gonna do. Yeah, is we're going to get the gravity suit, because I think that's going to take a fair while. And then we're probably going to call the stream. But that won't be for some time yet. Probably. Is the room with the Chozo artifact in it? No, I don't think it is. Pretty sure that's just a rock. Is it just a rock? It's just a rock, yeah, cool. No, not really asking. I know it's like it's called like the Temple of Teros or something that Treasure Artifact is in. I'll fight it. I don't know about that particular detail, the invisible thing. Like I say, favourite game of all time, and I barely seem to know anything about it. We're figuring that one. Ah, take that, you. Hospital, there we go. Is this the right direction? It is, good. think I did. I think I've been speaking shit about the ice beam, but it's like insta kill for these ones. If you can hit them. Stay still. Let me murder you, you arsehole. There we go. Not complicated. Which Metroid was time? It's a good question. My first ever Metroid game was Metroid Prime Hunters on the Nintendo DS. And the reason that was my first Metroid game is because I'd freshly gotten a Nintendo DS, the original fat silver one. And as I just mentioned, I was always a big Halo fan. And so I thought, I want something that's like Halo on the DS. Which to, you know, long-time Halo fan, long-time Metroid fans is an incredibly cringy thing to hear. Regardless, I thought, you know, I want Halo DS, you know, and so I heard about, you know, Metroid Prime Hunters, you know, it's this, you know, it's kind of sci-fi shooter thing, and thought, ah, that's like Halo, and fell in love with the entire franchise. And Metroid Prime Hunters, it was always a fairly inconsequential entry in the franchise. Until the ending of Metroid Prime 3, don't know why I super missed it back there. It turns out that when they like have one of the hunter ships from Prime Hunters at the end of that game, and now like one of the hunters from Prime Hunters is gonna be the main antagonist in Prime 4. That's great. That's so niche, and he appears at the end of Metroid Prime Federation of Force. Oh, you bet that's a lag spike. We're going in the right direction here. No, this is very much not the right direction. What direction is this? What's up there? Oh yeah, that was where you get the wave beam. Oh, back through the death tunnel. Yeah, I played Echoes, but I wasn't big on Echoes for many years, you know. The first time I ever played it was in the Prime trilogy. And I never clicked with it until I kind of forced myself to play through it. Kind of a few years later. And you know what? Metroid Prime 2 is an absolute masterpiece. I've come to decide. I love Prime 2. If it had had 6 months to a year more in development, I honestly think it would have been better than the original. But as it is, Metroid Prime 2 is a wonderful game. I absolutely love it. Yes, that enemy's so cool, isn't it? You actually have to like reboot the and then you can see like the code coming up. Oh my god, that's so good. Excuse me, darling. Mainlining into the gravity suit. I want to turn purple, damn it. On my to-do list, it's shoot animals, turn purple. That's actually like a live, laugh, love poster Samus has in her gunship, actually. It's murder animals turn purple. Oh, maybe I actually will murder this animal. Oh yeah, no, that just makes it angry, doesn't it? I'm super missile this arsehole. Probably can't on it. Oh my god, I am making a goddamn dodge generator. Ah, it's through this hole. There we go. Excellent. Oh, I didn't mean to pull forward. That's fine. No one ever accused me of being smart. Oh yeah, I need to bomb this guy's perineum, don't I? Yes, I remember now. Oh no, hang on. Oh no, that did not go good at all. Let's try this again, but like the 8th time. Oh, bloody hell. I could just like make me jump in the air, or was that just a screen effect? I don't know. He's gone now and he can't hurt us anymore. Oh. I've not used this spider rail before. Nice. Save room there, I think I need it. Because I have been disgracing the notion of combat skills, frankly, but there we go. Right, and I need to get through, I guess, to there. Ah, yes, ice door there. And then I need to boogie on down to gravity suit. Oh god, he's invisible proof. I mean, ice proof. Oh, he's already dead though. I think he died of heart failure. Just unrelated. I think he had an unrelated cholesterol condition and now he's died. Oh, yeah, you bastard turret. Don't know many speedrunning tactics in this game, but I do know the glitch to fire missiles really quickly. Which it's incredible to me that they managed to overlook that in development. Thank God they did though, because it's fun. What's in that room? Oh, map station, I don't need that. Let's see that. Again, similar to the whole rebooting the suit thing in Prime 2, it's static on the visor. I love the extent to which these games like make it clear that the suit is a piece of equipment. That's really cool. And I've got ice now, so I can counter the Metroids more effectively. Because that's the real reason they decided to set these games between Metroid 1 and 2, isn't it? It's like, right, first 3D Metroid game, we need Metroids. Oh, they're all dead. It's set before the second one. Oh, these assholes. Well, they're vulnerable to electricity. Bam! Have it. Pow! Have that. Really? Were you like an OG of that glitch? I don't know. That looks really like that supernova effect in Outer Wilds, that little hologram there. I don't know. Wait, have I come the right way? Yes, I have. Kind of a convoluted route. Otherwise known as a Metroid game. I will just give myself a little top off of the old health there. Right on. So I guess you're something of an aficionado when it comes to speedruns then. Alright, now I know you get one of the artifacts in this room. And it's there, yeah, I could have already told you that one, Metroid Prime. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, you're literally above me, cool. Now you're dead. Hold on. I've seen how to do the early space jump glitch in this game, but I've never been able to do it myself. Oh yes, that's right, I need the plasma beam to melt a thing, and then I can shoot a thing, and then I can get the artifact. Okay, yeah. Yes, okay. Through this door now. I remember when I first played this game, it must have been 2007. There was something of a dearth of like proper walkthroughs online early days of YouTube, all that kind of thing. And I remember I would when I got stuck on this game, I was like, all I could find were like speedruns. So I'd kind of watch speedruns and try and reverse engineer by what I was meant to do. Is there a Metroid here? No. Yes, the upgrades, they make a buzzing sound that taunts you every time you don't have the right item to get it. Okay, I think there was one right there. We're getting more details. The plasma beam. Very blue. Regular beam. Not. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, bloody hell, I can't get that. I think this is Batman. Well, that said, I have just lost him, so clearly he's more Batman-like than I give him credit for. Let's kill this turret. I know the space jump involves, early space jump involves like locking onto one of the spiny things in the cave to get to the artifact chamber. And then you kind of walk backwards a bit and you do some stuff and some things. Hey, none of that now. Oh, that's a retcon they did for this game. Metroids only require one missile to kill. Ah, but these are Talon Metroids, they're probably a different thing. Oh, this is like a drug shootout in Robocop. Everything is coming at me. I think this is a PAL ROM, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's... no, I think it is the US ROM, actually. It's the version of the game that doesn't have the weird talking at the beginning. Frozen pike, eh? Ooh, there's a direct transport to the magma cabins there, that's useful. Right, one of these doors will presumably lead me on the path over there. Ooh, got the funky version of the Fendrana theme. Love it. Funky Fendrana Drifts. Coming to you live on KWBL, BACBL, TABACDL, CTAB Radio. Okay, game almost crashed. That's not remotely heart stopping. Oh my god, I can imagine, yeah. Sounds like a nightmare. Like, that all sounds like it's got to be pixel perfect. Oh, speaking of things, there's an insect trying to murder me. There we go. Isn't there a thing you can melt in this room and you get a missile? No, that's the room where you get the boost ball. Oh, that's a lag spike. That's fine. Ah, no, I know you can grapple onto those things, but as it stands, I have no grapple. Does it look like something out of Half-Life? It doesn't really look like something you'd find in Zen. The border world, Zen, is under our control, thanks to you. Ah. There we go. There's me getting all worried that I need an item I don't have yet and I'm going to have to trek halfway through the game. But no. Shoot a rock and you get to save your game. All Metroids destined for phase-on ranges in the mines must pass inspection. Temperature-affiliated behavioral index of Metroids is available at all research terminals. Access code LAF22. Oh, that's good. Keep that in mind. Presumably I can shoot this rock. Absolutely. Oh, I know there's an artifact in this room. I don't quite remember where or how exactly you get it. But I know there is one in here, and I shall find it. Oh, there's a blue thing down there. Is that it? I don't know. Right now, I want my gravity suit. I say, pounding the table. I want my gravity suit, damn it. Well, it looks like I am going underwater to get it. Oh yeah, okay, that's actually a pretty clever bit of design. It's got the same enemies as the pirate ship. To remind you, remember this? Is that right? Oh, you learn something new every day. he's dead. Oh, I can taste my gravity suit. How do I get out of the water? Ah, there we go. You use the thing, and you go up the thing, and then you're out. Good. We go? No. Broadly speaking, no. Ah, third thing. Good. Nice. Right. Well, I drop down here. So like past the point of no return now. That is without the gravity suit. Here we go. Ooh, here we go. Let's give it a scan. Ah, gravity suit. What? Excuse me. Still a huge Halo fan? Yes. Yes, definitely. After Halo 5, I wasn't quite sure how I would answer that question. But Infinite, for my money, brought it back. Certainly the campaign did, which is the bits of the Halo games I'm interested in these days. I mean, the multiplayer in Infinite is a fucking shambles. Let's not beat around the bush on that front. They've absolutely botched that one, but I thought that game's single player was great, even though I couldn't tell you for love nor money what the villain's plan was, but regardless. Every game of the series, I kind of pinball between 3 and Reach. In terms of single player, probably Reach. But if you're factoring in, multiplayer, probably 3. Both are great on all fronts, but yeah, I'm a sucker for those two. Alright, let's go through this. Now we've got our gravity suit, we'll explore a little bit more. But I think probably coming towards the end of the stream now. Oh, look at that. Submerged. And next stream, which should be Tuesday? We'll probably end up exploring the pirate ship. But for now, we'll just kill some fish. Let's see if we can get a Chozo artifact. Let's walk backwards. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, there we go. And you, I've not forgotten about you. Oh. There we go. Dead fish. That's what we like. What door? Did I just shoot the door? Oh, I guess I was shooting the door. Cool. I see. I see. So I think we need the swing ball or whatever. What's it called? Grapple beam. I think we need the grapple beam to do this. I mean, there's almost certainly a sequence break, but I'm a good little Metroid streamer. I shan't defile our Lord and Saviour Gunpei Yokoi by disgracing his game design. Actually, no, Gunpei Yokoi was dead by the time this game came out, but that's neither here nor there. So what we're going to do, we're going to savor him, and then I think that's going to be that. What have we been actually going for? No, it was 20. Oh, that's a nice little run time, I think. The progress? Yes. So, next stream, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to find the... we're going to go back to the pirate ship, probably find the grapple beam, or power bombs as well. What don't we have yet in this game? Don't have the plasma beam. Did I mention power bombs? I think I mentioned power bombs. Oh, right on. I have seen speedruns of this game, and I don't like speedruns like this. They're like entirely out of bounds, where like you manage to get out of the map, and then there's just like walking in a straight line in a void for ages, and then you appear in a new room. Not a fan of those speedruns. They're not interesting to watch, right? You do one trick, then just walk forwards. Not interesting. No, I like the ones that are more skill-based. Like, if you stand in this exact pixel and do this exact move, you can do this and that and the other. That's fun. But yeah, just walking forward, nah. But there's that one glitch I really like that's quite popular in speedrun. Like, in one room you can like lodge yourself in the corner and like boost ball and like achieve infinite velocity, and it somehow opens the doors. I don't know how that works, but it's really interesting. Anyway, well then, I suppose that's gonna do it for now. I'm gonna thank you for watching. You know, click below all the socials, like and follow, and do subscriptions and whatever the hell you do on computers these days. And we'll be back next week with more Metroid Prime. That'll be on Tuesday, I think. And then Stellaris on Thursday, and then more Metroid Prime this time next week. How exciting. Unless we somehow miraculously finish Metroid Prime, like, on Tuesday, which we won't do, but... Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Point is, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.